Okay. Um, a couple things I want to work on today. Uh, the first one is we're going to just kind of reassess this piece. I wasn't able to get back to it in time. I don't think we're going to be able to get a handle on it. I tried to get a handle on it the other day. It didn't work. So lesson learned. I just ran out of steam. I didn't run out of steam. I had a busy day, a busy week. So I think this guy's just going to have to live as is. Um, I tried to attach a handle. I'll show you guys the handle in a second to the back. And this filter has been cracking on us for some reason. And I think I just gave it a little bit too much force when we were trimming it, because I don't know if you remember when we were making it, it was, we made it too big accidentally. And so we kind of need to backtrack a little bit on sizing. What's up, kitten? Yeah, that's awesome. What kind of tea you drinking? How's the teapot working? So I think this is done, but I do want to show you what we're gonna do today. Um, this is too dry. I can't do anything about it. So the idea was that this was gonna go in the back here, and this was gonna sit like this, and so that was gonna be the handle. And so it would be a right-handed handle, and you would grab it like this and pour over. That was the concept that I had for this thing when we were making it. It's just too dry though to actually do anything to. This handle could potentially last for the next one. Um, nice. Is it good? But I don't really know. I kind of have been overworking it. We might keep this handle just in case wrapped up, because it might still be okay by the time we get to the next teapot. We are going to be making the same teapot design again, so um, we'll see what happens. So let me just keep that nice and tight. Good. Glad to hear it. What's up, Coco? So let's just put this guy together so we can just take a last peek before I put it onto the shelf to let it dry. We're going to be making the same one again today, but hopefully we're going to have the handle in there. So, and again, we've been trying to stream on two places at once, so we're doing TikTok and Instagram today, or TikTok and YouTube rather. So I'm gonna go let these guys dry, and we are going to work on a new one. So we're gonna do the exact same thing, but hopefully we can attach that handle that we made for the last one, do a little bit of touch-ups on it, see what's going on. It might not be long enough, I don't really know, but we are gonna try our best. And I do need to just fill myself up with a little bit more water if I have it in my studio, which I don't. Oh, yes, I do. Aha! I have my wood studio, wood water. So warming up a little bit. Get my teacup over here. So I went up and I got a bunch of clay yesterday. Um, I'm so happy. So happy. Went up and bought 10 boxes of clay yesterday. I was going to get more, but I wanted to bring a boat with me because I wanted to go kayaking. So I decided against too much weight on my car. Okay. So we'll see how this new porcelain is. Hopefully it's good. We'll see. It's soft for sure. I know new clay's the best. The the big thing is I bought a couple boxes of stoneware and I'm really excited for that. Because I want to get back to my old design. Um, that had all the wood prints. None of you guys would know what I'm talking about because this was almost a decade ago now. But I want to get back into that, and porcelain just does not look good for that look. And so we're gonna move back to stoneware just for that stuff. And the idea too is to get one more full tray of teapot-esque vessels. And then we are going to move to kind of low formed cups to get everything ready for this firing in June. Oh, this clay is very soft though. Like disgustingly soft. Which will be fine. It'll work out just fine. All right, we're gonna undulate the top of this guy. So I like a good undulating top. So I decided already that I don't want to bike to teach tennis today, so that gives us another hour in the studio. So we have a ton of time to be in here today. That also potentially gives me some energy when I get back from teaching to come back in here if we really want to. And I'm kind of already doing it. I hate talking myself out of biking to work, but it's like super windy out. It's supposed to rain. I'm exhausted. Dog and I went for a 4 hour kayaking, 3 hour kayaking, 3.5 hour kayaking adventure, something like that, yesterday on a new lake we'd never been to. So I'm sunburnt and tired. Now this clay is supposed to have malachite in it, and doesn't feel like it. Oh, I guess it does look like it though. It doesn't feel like it, but I do see it. So okay. Yeah. Well, so I it's pretty annoying. I have my normals farmer tan up here, but now I have wore a long a sweatshirt to here, and so now I have a farmer's tan from here to here, and then another tan from here to here, and they're two different tans on both arms. So I don't know how well that's picking up in the camera, but it's pretty silly looking, honestly. So I'm gonna torch this guy, and then we're gonna look at that handle that I put away because I think it's not gonna be the right handle, so we might want to make a new one. That is too hot. What's up, Amani? How are you? What's new? What's going on? Oh, I can't complain. It's a beautiful day. And we're working on a cool form, so how's life? I feel like I haven't heard from you for a little bit. Or maybe that's completely wrong, and I heard from you recently. Time's a weird one for me. Yeah, what's the weather like there? Okay, before we actually take this off, I want to look at this other handle. Again, I don't think this is going to be right. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, you know what? This actually might be fine though. This is okay. Do you see the difference in color? Nice. That sounds lovely. Do you see the difference in color? This is white. This is gray. These are supposed to be the same porcelain. Do you see the difference here? That's like two different. This is the. I remember I used to get this clay, and it was horrid. Um, and I was so happy when they changed to this, whatever the kaolin is in this darker one, and now they seem to go back. That's okay. I don't know how to feel about that. It does mean that I don't want to use this handle regardless because um, it's two different clay bodies. Well, I don't know. We could also just put a back handle on. Thoughts? Back handle, or do you want? I kind of like the idea of these funky looking side handle things. I mean, I kind of like that, where it comes over the top like this. Is this silly? What do you guys think? Thoughts? Concerns? Whatever. We'll put this to the side for a second. Oh, wait, I need to take a measurement. So the next measurement, we want this as tight as can be. And this is too much clay, but that's okay. Oh, I got no complaints. Um, life's been good. Yeah, no complaints over here. Okay, so just in case we don't, yeah, well, that's kind of what I don't even know how well it'll pork it, and you know what I mean. It's like I don't know what exactly I'm going for here. Good, I appreciate that, Amani. Okay, we're gonna just flatten this thing out, and we're just gonna let that set up for a little bit. I just made like a flat turd, and then I'll just let that thing set up, and we'll figure out the rest from there. I guess maybe I should set it up more. Maybe make it into like I don't know, whatever. I'll come back to it in a second. You doing any artwork yourself, Amani, these days? Oh, okay. Too big. And I forgot to take an interior depth dimension. It's easy to get into those. All right, so we're just shy of 3 inches. Okay. Okay, it's slightly too big, which we could trim down, I guess, in theory. Oh, there we go, that's perfect. And now the next dimension, it's the very top here. What's up, Dima? How are you? Yeah, how's work going? No, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, we're gonna just bring this out like this. Are we already too big? No. Oh no. Is that a typical thing for you that you would start the day so early, Dima? Actually, I think that's fine. And just as a reminder, just so it doesn't seem like I'm only talking to myself here when you guys are here, and we got TikTok and YouTube going at the same time here, two different angles. Really? Oh man, is that like a constant throughout the year, or is that just like right now situation? I need some newspaper. Give me one sec. Hi, hi. How's it going? I don't know. It doesn't sound that bad. Like I'm the cleanest, is what you're saying, Patricia? What's wrong with those people? Why aren't they cleaner? Gotcha. Yeah, we only get messy if we do big stuff or we're in production mode. Hmm. We do have to make some big whistles and or big vases, which we need to do sooner than later. And then we also need to make a bunch of cups. So we're gonna do another like wearboard worth of tea pots, and then go from there. Hmm. Gotcha. Man, oh man. I don't know if I could do it. Bye, Amani. Well, Patricia, do you do pottery yourself? Sharp. I was literally just about to, I was thinking about ending one of these lives real quick to message you there. Are you thinking about getting back into it, or do you do any art forms yourself? Good. I'm glad you did. I need to just change something real quick. Okay. So Before well, no. Why do I keep doing this? I keep taking this off before doing the thing we need to do next. I keep forgetting what we're doing. In my brain, I still picture we're making double-walled pieces, not this kind of stuff. So, oh my God, you're gonna do fantastic. It's gonna be lovely, Sharp. Tell me all about it afterward. I'm sure it'll go great. Oh, speaking of double-walled stuff, my how to make double-walled teapots and ceramics monthly should be out in like a couple days. I think I got like a 2-page spread this time, so that's pretty cool. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully everything is okay and you have the best time and it all works out. Good. Yep. This one's all about this one's all going to be about just how to make double-walled teapots, Dima. I should have sent them the picture of the double-walled teapot that was from the article, but I didn't. Whatever. My mystery boxes are almost always in August and in December. I That's usually when I have enough work to do that. Thank you, Dima. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's usually like late um, August and then early December. I've already started collecting a few things for mystery boxes, but I currently only have enough work for like 7 mystery boxes, 6 mystery boxes. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I was even planning on doing a big box for this one. It just depends. We might. We might. We'll see. I was contemplating just doing only $50 mystery boxes this time, but we'll pack them up together, and so we can all decide what goes in what, you know. Sounds good. Oh God, please don't pop off. Please don't pop off. Cool. I gotta get someone remind me next time we do this to not take this thing off before I do this. Okay, sounds good, Sharp. Yeah, the I I it's all just dependent on the work that I have available. Um, thank you. It's all the work I have available, so it's like it just depends. They always change. I hope you get one, Dima. They sell out quick though. It's the only thing that I make that sells out like immediately. Um, the last one, the $50 mystery boxes sold out in 10 minutes, and the 100 ones it sold out in 30 minutes, I believe. And then the one I did before that, all of the $50 mystery boxes sold out in the first 4 minutes. Um, so it's It's the one that you got to be on top of. Oh, very cool. That's nice to hear. Do you like him so far, from what you can tell? Oh yeah, for sure, sharp. Hmm. Lots of in very different ways. Deep, I don't know about that, but I appreciate it. Okay. All right. So we did this without having to put lugs on. Great. Yes, this is porcelain. This is 92700 porcelain from Sheffield Pottery. It's their cheapest. No, it's not actually. It used to be their cheapest content porcelain. It's not anymore. It's $65 a box. But I buy in bulk, so it brings the price down to like 61.20 a box. Like posting, like physically, I can't because I do my 10. So my shop updates go live at 10 a.m. On Fridays, and I teach until 10 a.m. on Fridays. And so I have to do it sneakily while I'm teaching my student every time that I have a shop update. So I couldn't do a live. I'm not even at my own house most of the time. I travel to his studio to teach him. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, go on. What's good, Tim? No, no one asks me that anymore. Um, we are making. So I came up with something a little different here. We're making a fairness pitcher mixed with a teapot. And so the one we made yesterday or 2 days ago, here, I'll just show you guys real quick, is this guy. And I wanted to put a handle on this one, but the handle dried out. So it's a fairness pitcher mixed with that. And so it has a built-in filter, and then the lid is on the filter itself. So you either have a teapot or you have a fairness pitcher. And I do want to make one of these double-walled. Amanda, how are you? Oh no, Sharp. Oh man, don't get into trouble on the first day. Gotta hold yourself back. Thanks, Tim. So anyway, that's what we're doing. Later, Dima. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, take it slow. You know what I mean? No need to to go overboard first day. You know? Well, okay, not on the first day of work, Amanda. Or is that the best day to do it? All right, there's the size we need. Ah, it's ironic. How is it ironic? Oh man. You know what? I take it back. I'm on Amanda's side now. I think it's a lost cause here. I think you should just go full in, Sharp. It's. I think that's the move. Are you though? Gotcha. That honestly surprises me, just from what I know of you, but fair. Yeah, there we go, Amanda. Exactly. I need to make more of these shirts. I was gonna do it for this, if I can get them in time. I'm gonna do it for this show I'm in like next week. No, on the 24th, 25th, I'm in a show in a couple towns over from here, and I would like to make some of these t-shirts for that show. But I uh, I keep getting them. I keep thinking about making them way too close to a show, and then I rush the drying process for the ink, and then the ink doesn't stick. So this has happened like 3 times now. And now the positive is now I have a bunch of new shirts with kind of faded off teapots on them, and I'm psyched on it. This is not one of them. The teapot actually lasted, but um, it'd be nice to just do it without messing up, you know. Okay, fair, fair, fair. Fair, fair, fair. I just know a little bit of you. You're right. Very true. Okay. Patricia, Amanda always starts stuff. That's always trying to do the well, always instigates the fun activities, you know? I can't talk. I haven't eaten anything today. This tea is doing it slightly for me, but okay. Okay. Now we're gonna make this nice little spout. Take off that gross piece of clay. That'd be smart to eat something before work. I am too, Amanda. Right there with you. God, I pulled a tick off all of today, and now I just feel ticks on me all the time. It's bleh. Hopefully that makes it so you don't feel it too, but like pulling like 12 off of either Olive or me every day. Just crawling, not blasted or anything, but bleh, ticks. Right? They're the worst, kitten. So I was really worried about this batch because it's so much lighter than my other batch. of porcelain, but as of right now, feeling pretty good. Okay, so what I want to deal with for a little bit is this handle that we're kind of playing around with. I'm pretty shy. Okay, and how are you going to test this? Okay, do we want this flat? Do we want this handle at all? Do we want to throw a handle? Okay. I'm gonna try to throw a handle instead of making one like this. And we'll see how this goes. I don't really know. I'm scared too. Is this enough clay for this handle too? I think this thing needs to be pretty tall. Is that tall enough? Because it's gonna go over the side, right? You guys understand what I'm trying to do right here? Kinda. It's gonna be that same. So the idea kind of is that it's gonna be a handle like in this shape, but I wanted to throw it this time instead of making it by hand, because for some reason the hand built ones kind of look stupid to me. But I think I need to flatten it now. So I guess it's just the same as our other ones. Amanda, how's your day been? What have you been up to? Ah! I screwed up, guys. Okay. I see. See, shy. Uh, that's a bummer. Hmm. You might have to wait because I don't have my computer. Okay, cool. Good. Uh, what do you do for work, other Amanda? Should I say other Amanda or should I say duh? What would be better? Also, is that I don't think this is this long enough? That's not very long. That's only like a couple inches. It's only 4 inches. That's small. Um, I don't know what to do with this. I'm just gonna put this over here for a second, and let it set up a little bit, get a little harder, you know? That's cool. Do you like it? Okay. Yes, sharp. Can I help you there? Jerry, we're making adult clay toys, as you could see very clearly from that rod. All right, now we're gonna trim the lid. Gotcha. Is it gonna chill out a little bit soon, hopefully? Thank you, thank you. And what kind of stuff do you like to make in the studio? Me, I'm just speaking the facts that what we're doing right here, Sharp. What else do you do? So when you're in the pottery studio, what do you make? Or what do you like to make when you're not doing that job? Okay, sounds good, Sharp. Enjoy your thing. Oh my God, everything. Just messes in general. I like that. That's good. Good. Glad to hear it, Sharp. So, next thing we are going to do is take the measurements for the. Why is this already breaking? That's not good. So that's going to be the gallery. For some reason, it's breaking right here, which is something that happened on the last one I did, and I don't really understand why. But we can put it back on and hopefully fix it. So totally fair. That makes sense to me. Yes. Do you have an Insta? Do you have a YouTube? Bronco, I'm streaming on TikTok and on YouTube today. I'm trying to do two places at once, all whenever I come into the studio now. It's always going to be on YouTube, and then it's going to vary from Instagram and TikTok on a different camera. And so at the moment, you guys on YouTube have a closer view, and TikTok has a little bit further back. But I'm going to be kind of just going back and forth on that, on like angles, so everybody gets to see everything. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Definitely worth checking out after this. Then where's the duh the Potter come from? Is that is it different, just different for each one? Or is this a different account completely? There we go. Gotcha. Is the merged account trying to be Amanda Potts? Yeah, Amanda was talking a lot of smack about that exact name the other day. She came in here trying to change her name to Amanda Potts, and it was already taken. Found the culprit. She did say that she's willing to pay $8,000 for it. So yeah, to whoever, if she randomly stumbled upon that person, she was like $8,000 easy out the door. So you should Should talk to her about that. Very small world. Okay, let's see. Throw this thing up a little bit. Get rid of that bump that I just created. Okay. Get this exterior part, interior part gone. So I've said this a million times when I've been doing these lids, but I'm going to say it every time I do this. Yes, exactly. With the payment plan. You always have to go lower than you think you're going to go on this. Otherwise it feels too much. Okay, that should be good. No, the flange is a little big, but I don't think we need to worry too much. Here, hold on. I have a tick crawling on my pants. Just gonna go off camera real quick. Just like that. All right. Excuse me. Totally, yeah. Nice big tick just crawling right up my leg there. Exactly, kidding. They're the worst. I've had Lyme disease like 8 times now, and it's getting old, you know? Okay, let's see our fit. Oh my God, look at that fit. I didn't. Man, Sharperly is missing the exciting stuff. He's gonna be mad about that. I'm gonna just smush this thing down. Actually, we're just gonna take this off. So, for some reason, this thing is breaking a little bit. So we're just gonna futz with it. I'm sure it's not working well because I had to like take it off and put it back on, take it off, put it back on, you know. So there's just a crack forming. I don't know if you guys can see it. I should have showed it to you before I put this back on, but I didn't, so that's that. And it's just a little surprising that it's happening at all. But I've never had this issue happen before. And it happened on the other one we did of this too. So I'm a little confused. But what I will say is that both times we attached a gallery to these, I accidentally had cut them off before attaching it, which is going to make it sway a little bit. It also means that I torched it way more because I forgot that we were supposed to do that. So I think that's a twofer right there. Okay. I'm going to let that set up a little bit naturally for a second, and we're going to trim the teapot body itself. Then we'll trim this. And how do I do this? Do I have enough clay over here? I do not. But I have this old clay. Oh, I want to make a couple more mini teapot pendants because I think those are going to go into the mystery boxes. I don't know if people will be psyched on that or not, but um, I was unable to get the handle on it, Winnie, but it came out nice. It's sitting right next to me. I'll show you in a second. Actually, I mean, you saw. I think you were there for pretty much all of it. I never got the handle attached because it got dried too quickly. But everything's looking good. So this one, I'm hoping we can actually get a handle attached to. Sharp, you missed it. I took my pants off for a little bit. You missed out. Thanks. I think it's a fun one. Yeah, who needs the center pots? Gotcha. Yeah, I was gonna be surprised if you were. I was gonna be surprised if you had missed it. Honestly. All right. I'm liking this new batch of clay that I got so far. So, oh, I was gonna talk to you guys though. I want to go back to my very first style of pottery, which was this is 92700 porcelain from Sheffield Pottery. It's a cone 10 porcelain that I'm gonna fire to cone 12. Ooh, how the contacts going? Um, so the first style of pottery that I ever kind of came up with was very simplistic forms, though I'm not going to do that part of it. And then I would make resists with painter's tape, and I would take the inspiration from Japanese wood prints. And so I'm going to make that same kind of stuff on the stoneware, just using flashing slip, and then fire it in the either the anagama or the noborigama, maybe the soda kiln um, as well, just to see what happens. But I'm really excited for that. The thing is, the next two firings are wood. My firing and a noborigama firing, and so the noborigama firing is low priority for me. So I'm really going to be focusing on my wood, which is what we're doing for all this kind of stuff. Yeah, it's kind of annoying at first, but you'll definitely get used to it if you stick with it. And your contacts are nice. Some are better than others for sure. So we did holes everywhere pattern yesterday, so we're going to do flower pattern for this one. We're just going to alternate between flower pattern and holes everywhere as we're working. Uh-oh. Is this thinner than I thought? Ooh. It's like I don't know how to throw. That's all right. Oh, hopefully it goes down. You can reduce the one if you have a very stress-free life. I lost both my stigmatisms in both my eyes from just being, well, the guy thinks it's from just being chill. These are all going to be the filter holes. The styles for filter holes, Patricia. So if that's what you're asking. You gotta have more tea and fire in your life, Sharp. That's the key. I lost connection here. Oh, I didn't realize. So here was yesterday's or 2 days ago or whenever. Did we make this yesterday? I don't really remember. So that's holes everywhere, and then the flower pattern will be on this one. I honestly, Sharp, that wouldn't surprise me. What's up, Millie? How are you? Okay. Um, all right, let me just patch this guy up a little bit. So we have a nice undulating butt. What temperature does a crucible have to withstand, Rick? I don't know much about crucibles. I don't think that clay would be a very good crucible. Okay, sounds good. Enjoy. Which game? This guy's not wanting to center. I guess it doesn't really matter. That checks out. Have fun. I've never played Minecraft. Looks kind of fun. Hmm. Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that. I mean, the clay itself can withstand that, but um, the the thermal shock is the issue part of it. So this clay is going to get fired almost at 2,500 degrees, but yeah, just a little bit. So yeah, the thermal shock would just destroy it if you were trying to do something with it. Clay is not great with that kind of stuff at that heat. If you had something else inside it. Yeah, please elaborate, Patricia. Yeah, loop tool from Dolan. Ah, the best. So my assumption is you're melting something in it though, right? And I think that the differentiate the heat difference between the thing you're melting in it plus the heat of the crucible itself would probably not, it would most likely crack is all I'm saying. Like you could get one use out of it probably, but then it would probably crack. And that one use also might crack while you're using it. Oh yeah? Which carving tools do you use, kitten? Hmm. And how do your clay ones do? That's interesting. Yeah, Dolan's awesome. It's just one lady. She's killer. That sounds cool, Patricia. From Diamond Core, kitten? Hmm. That's good to know. I don't know enough about crucibles to really have much input, to be honest. I think my opinion on what I just said is probably irrelevant because I don't really know exactly how they work or what you're using, like what the actual use case is for them and how they're being used, because I think all that has a big factor to it. Okay, that needs to be taken down more. That's a thick bottom, but this was just coming off. Oh, gotcha. That's cool. I don't think I've ever used those for trimming. Oh, it's a the puzzle piece thing on TikTok again. They've switched to some other thing that I'm not a fan of for verification. Are they unglazed and all that? Can you talk to me a bit more about all of that? I guess they wouldn't be, probably not be glazed, right? Or do you want them to be glazed? What's the uh, what's the situation there? Tell me more, Rick. I want to learn. Gotcha. That makes sense, kitten. And do you know what kind of clay is usually being used? Like a very gritty stoneware, or hmm. And how much would you be willing to pay for such a thing? Hmm. So for terracotta, most likely. Interesting. All right, let's see how well this fits. Horribly. Cool. Why do I keep mismeasuring this so badly? Like I'm not even close. Look at that. Hmm. So I think after we make all these, I'm gonna take like a 20-minute, or this teapot thing. I'm gonna take a 20-minute break, and then we're gonna make like 30 cups. Hmm. Yeah, we're just gonna make like low cups. Why no? Because you're gonna be in work? Okay, cool. Good, good, good. What time is it now? It's 1:10. Is there a time difference between us, Sharp? I can't remember. Hmm. I don't know if it'd be worth it for me at that price then. Though I guess if they could just be stacked and fired to cone 6. Hmm. And they don't have to be glazed. Huh. Okay. Okay. So we're in the same zone. Hmm. Things to think about, Rick. This is not attached at all. Yeah, I assume they are too. It'd be, I don't know, it doesn't seem like you would really want like an artisanal like um uh, crucible just because they might break. It seems like you kind of just want to live with the cheaper ones. Though if it's terracotta, I could give you a more thermal resistant piece, especially if it was like a hybrid porcelain stoneware fired to cone 6, because most likely that's just bisque fired crucibles to um, out of terracotta with a bunch of sand in them. Yeah, most likely, Rick. No one saw that. Didn't happen. We're good in there. I feel like it'd almost be easier for me just to expand the teapot itself a little bit, the rim. You know, it's pretty firm. The problem is I don't really have any clay to take from. Yeah, they've been out for about 10 years now, those clay printers. They're cool. There was such a hubbub in the community about how much people hated them when they first came out, and it seems like the hatred is lessening, but they're cool. They cost a fortune though. Oh, that's weird. I'm sorry to hear that. Patricia, no. Man, it feels like everybody who wasn't everybody the other day talking about that too, just not being able to wear contacts. My measurement was most likely just super off. But I did that 2 times in a row, which I'm kind of surprised about because I did the same exact thing with, remember yesterday when we were doing it, or 2 days ago? And my measurement was also way off. So I don't know what the deal is. -11? Oh my God. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody having a -11. That's insane. So he's legally blind? Is that the deal? How bad do your eyes have to be legally blind? Because I know you don't actually have to be blind to be legally blind. It just you just have to have like not super clear vision. Oh, no. I mean, I have seen tools that are 3D printed like that, but that is not what I thought you meant. That's cool. Does she like it? God, wow, he's very close then. Okay, awesome. Stamps and stuff I like making myself out of plaster and then reducing in size on my stove over and over and over and again. They're not the best. No one can read them, but I enjoy making them, so. Oh my God. Patricia. I need to get myself a 3D printer at some point. Oh my God, come on. We're so close. How did I measure this so badly? I did so badly. Brian, what's good? Mindful. Can't complain. It's a beautiful day. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna cheat. No one look what I'm doing while I'm doing this. No one saw anything. And if you say anything, I'll deny it. It never happened. No one saw this. No one's looking at this. Okay, actually, this would be smarter for me to do with a knife. Wow, look at that fit that we got the first time and didn't have to do anything else to get it to fit. Wow. Can you believe that, guys? That we just nailed it? Just first time, one and done? Do you have a recommendation on type of 3D printer that is okay at a lower price point? Thank you guys. I appreciate the faith in this. This is really, you know, the amount of I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, here's the lid in here. No, I cut it too cut it too short. Oh, because now like how are you supposed to take it out? You know? Like you can't grab it now. I screwed up. I'm not doing this again. You can't make me. Yeah, I bought clay. I bought 10 boxes. So I got a bunch of clay. I was gonna buy more, but I decided that I wanted to bring my boat with me, and my car does not have the best load capacity, and I didn't want to put it to its max, so I went a couple, 100, 200 pounds under when you factor in my boat and everything else. Though I did bring up my small kayak instead, so I could have probably got an extra two boxes, but it is what it is. Okay, so wish I didn't clean this right now. No, man, I'm doing everything out of order because now that I've cleaned it, I have to put it. I can't put it down. There's nothing to put it down on, right? So, well, if it comes out nice enough and it somehow works, then it'll go out to the public. But I don't know. There's already one that we made. The first one we made together is probably going to stay in my personal collection for some massive crackage on the bottom there. Oh, that's cool. 160 is nothing. What's the brand name? See, Brian, I knew you had faith in me to just do it in one go. Ugh, so supportive. It's great. Okay, what do we do? What's our next step? I don't really remember how to make pottery at the moment. We need this. I love these little mini bats. They're my favorite thing I own, pottery-wise. And we need to attach a spout. touch a spout. And then we're gonna think of the handle, which I'm not entirely sure about yet, but okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you. I'll look that up when I get out of here. Though I won't be out of here for quite some time. But we are going to be taking that 20-minute break once we finish this, and then we'll come back and make 25 pounds worth of cups. Because I'm a glutton for punishment today, apparently. Wait, what am I doing? It's Wednesday today? Yes, good. Okay, that means I can trim them all tomorrow. Then I don't have to worry about them. Not yet. Once we put this together, then I'll take a break, read text messages, drink some tea, all the good stuff. I think that's really smart, Rick. I'm slow to the game, and I've been meaning to like get into getting one and doing all that. So I'll go do some Googling soon because they are very cool. A buddy of mine has one. He kind of makes stuff for me sometimes. So I I haven't really needed to get one, but it would be nice to have one just around to make the repairs and whatnot. And I might switch the what? Well, you have time though before you have to leave. I might switch to having YouTube as an overhead camera after this, after the next video, if you guys are interested in that. I hear that. I definitely see that. I did a whole series on breaking pots with Zelda music in the background. Mm-hmm. You got plenty of time. But I was thinking about having the cameras switch angles, so um, when I come back, YouTube might be up high, so you can kind of look down, and then um, TikTok or Instagram, depending on where I come back on, will be in a different positioning. But I don't know. We'll see. Nice. Enjoy yourself. Mackenzie, what's up? I want to put in a new shower. My shower's fine, but I'd like a bathtub, honestly, to put in. I think that'd be pretty nice. My bathtub, I'm like halfway out of the water. On the second floor of the house, there's a bathtub, and it's like just way too small. I'm not even that big, so I'm kind of surprised. Okay, I'm liking this one a lot, though. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate that. I'm like a little still concerned about the handle, but we'll try. It doesn't really need a handle for because of what it is, um, but I would prefer a handle. Okay, so okay. The nubbin that you hold on top of the lid. I didn't decorate it, but it has like just a taper, just so it's easier to pick up. It does, Brian, but if it was just a fairness pitcher, I would not put a handle on it. And we also, all of our fairness pitchers so far don't have handles on them. So I kind of wanted to make one that does. And the question is, how do we make this not look stupid? What's up, Script? How are you? What's new? What's happening? How's the music going? Making anything good recently? Or that you're excited about, rather? Oh, Rick, sometimes I make little teapots that are there instead. So, like, I have one with a little mini teapot as the top. I guess that'd be the closest to a decoration that I would get. Okay, I need to take a sip of tea before I think about this. Okay, so let's look at the concept I made yesterday. The idea was it would come over like this, and it would kind of wrap around the top of the handle over the side there. But I don't really like this handle. I don't know why, but I don't really like it. So the question is, do I make my other type where it just comes off the back, or do I try to do another one that comes forward, but this might not be big enough? Or do I come over the side like this, like my other teapot forms, and then you pour like that? Preference, anybody? Do we even use this handle? Tea is the best, Rick. Gotcha. Oh my God. Good luck. It sounds like a lot of work. Well, so that's a very good question, Patricia. It shouldn't if it offsets to the side, but let's put it in there so we can kind of think about it. Yeah, let's just look. I might remake the handle if that's the case, if it's coming directly off the back. Okay. So the options are I could just attach this handle, right? That's kind of what I'm trying for, Rick. I just want something different. I could go for this one. It's actually, in a weird way, it's actually growing on me a little bit. Um, the other options are coming off the side, so it comes around like this, which I don't like because um, just so you can see the whole 360 of it, sure. So this guy, here, I'll just pretend it's on there, but the thing is, if you look at it from the top, it kind of hugs the top there, and I do kind of like it. Mm. This handle, I think, is just too fat. Just look at the handle, or am I misunderstanding? This guy, Winnie, or this guy somehow? The other option too is like it comes off the back. I'm gonna have to remake the handle if that's the case. You guys are liking this one more? Yeah, okay. This one I made yesterday. It's a little dry, so we'll see how it goes. Because I kind of am leaning towards it myself. Cool. Okay, cool. Well, it seems like we're all on the same point. Okay, yeah. So everybody seems to want the curved one, which is great. Because that's the one that again, this one can be curved, and we could have like, placed a handle like even like this on the back, so it sets up, you know. And this wouldn't be done. This would get sculpted, but it could even be something like this that comes off, and you pull off to that angle. Well, the this is only so Rick, this is only like the first part of it. This was what this looked like before I carved it down. Um, and so it's more of just about like the shape. But I think we're gonna go for the hug in the top one and see if it sticks. This handle might be too dry though, um, in which case we'll have to go for the other one anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna remake this one though. I don't like that. So get this out of here. Yeah. This is also a different type of porcelain, so I don't know how well it'll work, but spit in it a little bit, you know. And we're gonna offset it weirdly. I mean, this might not even work. I mean, truly, like this might be the derpiest looking thing that might never actually like amount to anything. But we're gonna offset the handle in the back like that. Isn't that kind of cool? Right? Or is that what are we thinking? Uh, Strength is more so porcelain is stronger than stoneware, but thinness doesn't necessarily mean less strong. Yeah. Okay. Cool. 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 Okay. Cool. Um, okay. Cool. You guys are being great. This is awesome. Thanks, Winnie. Okay. So the big question is it going to actually um, stick? I truly have no idea about that. Um, we'll see. And the other question is, Welcome back. How was the shower? Like wrap a cord around it? That could be cool. Oh, so a tea company reached out to me to do a sponsorship, um, and they're sending me a tea towel, and I'm just thinking about cordage made me think of tea towels. Anybody in here who drinks with a tea towel, uh, what do you use it for? I don't use a tea towel, so I've never and it's for Gong Fu Cha, but they're sending me a bunch of teas, and it's to kind of promote their Kickstarter. Um, that's going live on the 30th. And I'll make it. I have to just make a video or two about it. Um, and I'm just all they asked for me to do is make tea out of my teapot and pour it in there or do an unboxing. They said I could do whatever I wanted. I don't know how much it's going to cost or anything like that, but I am kind of curious about the tea towel. So if anybody uses one and likes it, I'm kind of curious about that. I know that's a full tangent from what you said, Brian, but that's how my brain works. That's kind of what I assume script, but I don't I I'm gonna have to Google it before I actually make this video, so I can kind of yeah. Mm. Okay, Winnie, that's kind of right, Rick. Okay, cool. I'm gonna just Google it then, before I make the video, so I can just be like, oh, this is what I do every time, so they can maybe sell some more tea towels. Uh, but I think they're sending like in this kit. It's like there's a black tea, there's a white tea, there's a green tea, there's an herbal infusion. Um, there's some cool stuff. I'll come on a live and I'll show you guys everything that's in the box, on TikTok and on YouTube and all that. But they seemed really sweet, and it seemed like one of the few. I people reach out from time to time, but this has felt like the first one that didn't really seem like a scam. That company Rise reached out. That's like a mushroom coffee. I was not really. I never ended up promoting it because I was not a huge fan of it, honestly. But there's only been a few that haven't really felt scammy to me, at least the way that they reach out at. Really waiting for a good matcha company to reach out. I've reached out to other people, but no one cares. I don't have enough sway, so no one really wants me to promote their stuff. They're not gonna. They know they're not gonna make any money back. But I know this is going slow. I just got to make sure. I agreed. I'm full out of matcha, and I would love some matcha, but I can't afford what's available. It's like just crazy expensive. Do you think they would do a collab? Mizuba. Were they are they a company in the States and they import, or what's their deal? Okay. Okay, let's put this to the side for a second. Um, it's pretty cool, right? I think it's kind of stupid, but it's a good start. We're trying something new. Um, so now we're gonna poke out flower patterns. Yeah, you guys are into it? Okay, good, 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 good. I see. Okay, so it's kind of, I mean, I use a tea towel just in general for like my food, but I guess I just never, so even though I say tea towel, I just don't associate it with tea for some reason. That's interesting though. So over on YouTube here, Rick is telling us that I'm just going to read this for the people on TikTok because I think it's interesting. He said that they were made of linen and used in high society in England to catch drips and spills, also to insulate the pot in the tea service itself. So, I mean, it makes sense. Huh. Um, you don't have Instagram, Winnie, by chance, do you? And be willing to message me that just so I don't forget that. I don't have a pen in my studio and I would like to reach out. I also, if they're in Oregon, I'd like to reach out. I think that's cool. Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like, Rick. And I'm fine with that. I can promote a napkin, a serviette, as I call them, because of my Canadian heritage. All right, let me, thank you, Winnie. I appreciate that. Okay, so there's our first flower pattern. We're gonna go from there. Ah, tea. I wish the tea culture on the East Coast was better. It's so much better on the West Coast in the States. Like if you order tea around here, what they give you is essentially just cranberry, or like they give you a juice. It's not even tea, really. It's like it's an herbal infusion with like mostly sugar and juice. It's disgusting. Unless that's what you're into and you're looking forward to that, and then that's great. And that's a great summer beverage, but it's not tea. No, no tea bags, Gabby. Tea bags will kill you. Microplastics, man. But the it filters it out. So it's either a filter for your teapot, or you can take this out and use it for a fairness pitcher for Kung Fu Cha, which is a type of Chinese tea ceremony. How's your day going, Gabby? I do want to make a double walled one of these. Ooh, good. Good on ya. It's easy to get over that threshold and get over caffeinated and just get the my hands just start shaking. My left hand does. Mm, totally. I know it is becoming a little bit better. I'm gonna be starting to I've been saying this for like 3 years, and I keep saying that I'm about to start doing this, and I haven't done it yet. But I'm going to hopefully be starting to do a um, free tea tasting once a month in my greenhouse, um, and I'm hoping that I'll start getting more engagement in the immediate community for me. It'll be donation based and all that, but you'll get to sit in this pretty spot, drink some tea. It's going to be like 10 people can sign up once a month, and that's it. So I should just do it. The thing is, I need to like commit to actually just having it done. It would have been great in the winter. I waited too long. It would be great right now. I'm not doing it because I'm making excuses. But where do you live, Gabby? Right? I think it'll be a nice idea. And I have for those who don't know, I have a subtropical greenhouse. I grow grapefruits and oranges and kumquats and loquats and a bunch of other goodies. Oh, you're pretty close. I'm in Connecticut. I mean, Maine is a little bit of a drive, but nice. Well, that's a bit of a schlep there, Rick. Yeah, yeah. Maine's only a couple hours from here. I was going to go up camping in Maine in a couple weeks. I don't know where. Do you have any recommendations where I can bring a dog and go on a good camping trip? What, Sharp? What's up? Just do like a Long Lake? Okay, I'll Google Long Lake. Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to, Sharp. Appreciate it, Gabby. What kind of camping? Is there good hiking around there as well? Kind of want to do like a couple day hiking trip as well. You still have another hour though, so that's good. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, well, once a month, I'm going to be starting a tea thing. Follow me on over on Instagram, and so I can. That's where I'll be updating stuff about that. What is your signature scent? Totally, Rick. Gotcha. I think well, all these are going to be a bit of a schlep. I mean, Maine is like 3 hours from here. It's not that bad, but um, okay. So, gotta put an air hole in this guy. Ooh, fancy. How are you gonna impress this cute boy at your new job? But you're not out of it, right, Sharp? You still have enough to at least get his attention today, right? Or person. I didn't want to pry, didn't mean to limit your dating. Hmm, hmm. Okay, cool. Long Lake it is. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, let's see what this thing actually looks like. Oh no, my masonite. Ugh, get out of here, masonite. I'm not I'm not sure about the handle yet. So this is and I apologize because I've turned myself left-handed, but this is a right-handed teapot. All right, what do we think? I'm gonna step away for a sec just to look at it a little bit closer or from a distance. There's something about the handle that I'm really not liking. It might be the connection point between these. I might bulk up this in here, and I'm kind of curious what you think. Or is it nice that it's just kind of schlopped on like that? Thank you, Rick. Oh, that's when I was gonna go camping, Gabby. That's the July was my time off. So so I like it until um, yeah. Well, we can't do that now, Brian. Um, the question here is this connection aesthetically. What do we think? Do we like that it's just slopped on like that, or would it be nicer if, I'm not gonna actually do this, but if I backfilled, yeah, and beefed it up right there, and then I like that more already, I can tell. Add a strawberry? What is a strawberry? Like an actual strawberry? I think I am gonna bulk it up though. I don't like that transition. Cool. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That's the only part of the handle right now that I don't like is that lack of, as Brian said, beefiness. The clay strawberry. I maybe not on this one. I feel like I'm gonna take a while to sculpt the little strawberry, so we can do that for another piece. I don't know if it, I mean, it might crack there, but I don't know if that wasn't much of an issue for concern for me. It was more of a concern of aesthetics. I kind of assumed that it would be fine as far as cracking goes. The reason that I would think any of this would crack is because I made this handle yesterday and it's drier. Um, all right, Rick, we'll do a some kind of nut themed addition to a pot at some point soon, just for you. Okay, this is a weird thing. I wasn't planning on doing this, but do you see that transition there? It's kind of cool, right? I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna blend it, but what's up, Sue? And because I'm blending this side, I'm gonna blend the entirety of this. Oh, maybe not, actually. Hold on. Yeah, right, Brian? Way better, eh? Thanks, Gabby. So I'm gonna have another question for you guys in a second, but I want to look at this thing from a distance first. Oh, Brandon, just making teapots and enjoying life. How you doing? Okay, way better already. So let's take another look at this thing. Clay, yeah. Can you tell? There, Gabby. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for the suggestion. Okay, so now I have a question for you guys. Yeah, how's it going, Sharp? Now my next question is, do I? So this is coming. No, you know what? I'm gonna leave it. I was gonna say, do we bulk it out? It's going. I'm sure it looks great. Um, I'm actually gonna leave it. And then I have some issues aesthetically with the handle that I think I can clean up with sandpaper later on. So I don't think I need to do anything now. And I think if I did anything now, it would just break it. So I'm not gonna mess with it too much. Oh, I'm sure it looks fantastic. Whatever you're doing. Okay. Yeah, right? Thanks, everyone. Okay, so let's look at it one more time, all put together, and then let's just think about this functionally. You would take this and pour. Oh, ergonomically, I just figured I had a massive issue with this. We're not going to change it, but what I should have done, I guess we could change it, but what I should have done, so at the moment, you grab it like this, right? And then you pour, you're going to have to pour over in this direction. But we should have done, and this would have looked really stupid, but we should have had it actually come off at an angle this direction. So when you held it and you twisted your wrist to the side, it poured, not forward. Because ergonomically, it makes more sense to do this. At the moment, you're going to have to do this. Um, you know what I mean? We're going to keep it just because I think it's a unique piece. And I want to test it when it's drier and actually feel it. Um, yeah, having it lean more this way versus towards the pot would be better. And if we had started the transition actually back here, right here instead, and then it ended, so the curve actually ended up going around the backside, we would have had a better pour, a better ergonomic pour. But this is, how are we supposed to learn without trying? You know, I didn't, I've never made a handle like this before. And there's no way for us to know until we try it. Okay. It's cool though. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna take a 20-minute break, just drink some tea, hang out with the dog, catch up on some messages and stuff, and then I will be back and we'll do cups. Or maybe we'll make another one of these. I don't know. It's 12 o'clock. Maybe we'll just make another one of these, but I don't have a ton of time. I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out. All right. Thanks for hanging, guys. I'll see you soon. Hopefully.